Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer and I am so excited for this video. Today's video I'm going to be trying my Urban Decay Naked Cherry. Now, and I also brought out this oldie but goodie. This is the Tarte Foil Finger Paints. This is no longer available, to my knowledge, unless they brought it back. I hadn't looked. But it has all of those beautiful, beautiful foiled shades. I will swatch. I'm not going to swatch those glitter ones, because they feel more like Vaseline, and as you can see right there, that's not from me using it, that was from me swatching it, so I don't really want to mess with those, but that's what they look like. And I'll swatch these just in case. I end up using. But this palette, this Naked palette, is a palette that just, it comes with a brush. My brush is still wrapped. This palette just, I mean, these scream, hello, I'm Jennifer's Colors. I mean, just look at those, would you? Oh, for my makeup-loving stepdaughter, she had had a baby in August. Her first son, he was born in August. And so I always try to do this, and I did it for my own Samantha. Lord, I about forgot to prime my darn eyes, y'all. So when, my stepdaughter's name is Megan. I think I've said her name before, but anyway. So Megan loves makeup. I mean, she just makeup. Well, for Christmas, I decided that her little boy was going to give her some makeup for Christmas. Something she was not expecting. And I'd had this palette, and for whatever reason, I think I ended up, because I hadn't played with it, I think I ended up getting rid of it on Poshmark or gave it away. Anyway, I didn't use it. I got rid of it. Well, then Megan, she had asked me, Jenny, do you have the Naked Cherry palette? And I said, no, I got rid of it. I didn't never touch it. I'd had it and just never bothered. Just never got around to playing with it. Probably needed the money, so I got rid of it on Poshmark or whatever. Well, anyway, fast forward months later, Christmas time comes around, and I had gone to her house and gone through her makeup to make sure she didn't have it, because Ulta had it. It was during a time when they had it half off. Well, Ulta had it half off, and I had a what did they call it? Rewards points. So, and I had enough. So I bought 2 of them. One for myself and one for Megan from her little boy. She only had one son at the time. So and she had no idea I was doing this. So when we got around to gift giving, I actually think this was the last Christmas that we all had together as a family, you know, of all of us before, you know, the hustle and bustle and they had to go here and there and everywhere else for Christmas. It happens. So, you know, as Megan was opening her presents, you know, she's like, oh, I love this. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Well, there was, I said, oh, got one more. I hadn't put that under the tree. I'm going to go in first with this shade. And I said, you got one more present, baby? And she's like, oh, I do? I was like, yeah. Usually they know what they're getting, you know, and sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. And so I bought out a palette. I bought out the box, and I gave it to her. She unwrapped it, and she tickled me so good. She said, what is this? It says, to Mama from Brantley. You know, she was genuinely like, what could this be? So she opened it up, and it was a palette like this. And she was just so tickled. You know, she really was. She had told me later. She said, Jenny, I'm going to go in with, what is this shade? Feels. I'm going to go in with that shade, and then I'm going to go in and deepen it a little bit with Bing and maybe Devilish. This is Bing, and this is Devilish. So, she just wasn't expecting it, you know. So she texted me later on. I won't ever forget it. That night, you know, and she said, and my but Megan, she was genuinely touched by it, I could tell. And, you know, she said, thank you so much for giving me something, you know, from B, which that's what we call, well, they call him B, I call him by his name, or I call him Little Man, which is what we call Zach, and what we'll call Mason, the new baby. But anyway, I thought that was just a sweet little story I wanted to share about this palette. And I hadn't even tried it out yet. I hadn't even swatched it. I think I did swatch the first one that I got. I'm just going in with that second shade, which is, damn, I can't remember, Bing. These have just all the tones that I love. So I'll always be partial to this palette, I think, just because I knew that, you know, it brought a smile to a loved one's face, you know. And I have another palette that I had, and Samantha, who again is not heavily in the makeup, she don't have a clue who the shit Charlotte Tilbury is, you know, or Too Faced or any of that. She's just never been a makeup connoisseur like her sisters were. And the oldest, which is my oldest stepdaughter, she is not, she knows makeup, but she's not into it as much as her sister, Megan. I mean, Megan kind of got us all hooked onto it. So, but I had it's a Morphe palette, and I had it, and I had it out. I was playing with it. It was 2 days before Christmas, and Sam was over here. She had, I mean, it's been in the last, was Zach born? I think he was. At any rate, now I'm going to go in with that devilish, this one. At any rate, Zach, I'm pretty sure was born. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Zach was born in November. And so I had already got her something from Zach. You know, I had already got her a present and wrote Zach's name on it. Well, I was playing with that hit the lights, all the lights. I can't remember it. Anyway, I'll do a look with it. Well, Sam, she was like, I really like this palette, Mom. This is so pretty. So I said, you really, really, really like it? She said, I really, really, really do. So I said, well, all right. I said, get in the car. She said, really? I said, yeah, get in the car. I think my husband was on babysitting duties because I was wrapping. She and I were wrapping presents, if I'm not mistaken. I remember the conversation was in our bedroom, so, and that's where I was doing my wrapping. So I figured that's probably what we were doing. Anyway, I called Ulta and I said, do y'all still have any of these palettes? She says, yeah, we've got a few left. I said, look, I'm 20 minutes away. I was a Diamond member at that time. I said, I'm on my way. It will take me 20 minutes to get there. Will you put it behind the counter and hold it for me? I'll pay you right now over the phone. And she said, she says, that's all right. She says, I'll put it back here with your name on it. I said, thank you. I said, get in the car. So we got in the car. And I gave her the money. I made her go in because I won't dressed. I won't fitting to go out in public. So I gave her a little extra. I said, well, did eye set, because this particular palette came with the eye set. Instead of what I would probably normally go for, which is this shade, which is a shimmer shade in Young Love, I'm going to go in with Bang Bang, which is this shade. So, I gave her the money. and the palette was on sale, and I gave her enough to get the little eye brush set that came with the eye brush set was purple. So she came out and she had both of them, and I told her, I said, well, you can't get it now till tomorrow. She says, yes, ma'am. So, took it home and I'd wrapped it up. And I gave it to her out of eyesight from everybody else. You know, not that she got more than the rest of them, you know, but because the rest of them they got and she got, and it was something she was, you know, passionate about, and she really wanted it. So, and it was on sale. It was probably $10-15, and the eye set was, I don't know, probably the same thing. So I got it for her, and I gave it to her separately, which, truth be told, they all got the same treatment. I'd always get them a little something extra and say, when I don't open this in front of nobody, or I would give it to them later, knowing I'd done the same damn thing for the rest of them. But, you know, it always makes the kids feel special, and that's what it's about for me. I ain't even told y'all what I thought of this palette so far. Perfection. Zero, absolutely zero issues. Everything is blending like a dream. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've used 5. Let's see. Let's put. I will go with. Let's see. Do I want to do that one or that one? Let's see. I know what I can do. I'm going to put, that's a little bit more coppery. I'm going to put Young Love, which is the one I said I would typically go for. This one. I'm going to put this one on the very outer. And I think I'm going to zhuzh it up a little bit with the Tarte. Now that I've played with it. Yes. Oh, that's so pretty. Now, I think, I'm going to take that and put it over what I just did. Just to deepen it a hair. It just takes a tiny bit of this because it goes a long ways. My eye's starting to water a little bit on that end. You can see. That's all right. Now that I've seen this shimmer shade and I love the shimmer shade, I am going to find me. Here's one of the brushes right here that I was talking about. See, it's the purple, and it has the pointed tip on it. I'm going to use, don't want to go in with that. That's so pretty. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm going to go in with what's this shade called? Gold Coast, which is this one. And put a little bit on this brush. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of that in between, kind of in the middle, in between of where I put that full deeper shade. I might have to use my finger on this. I think I am. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get some, what you call it? Foam tip. That's what it looks like. Swash. That's beautiful. And I'm just tapping it. I mean, it might look like I'm doing it harsh, but I'm ever just so lightly tapping it. I could probably use what's still left. Yeah. That's it. That is it. Alrighty, guys. This is the completed look using my Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette with a touch of my Tarte Finger Foils. Foil Fingers. Foil Finger. This palette is, you know, it's old. It's obviously new to me trying it, so, you know, these are my thoughts and my review. My thoughts, the shades that I used were absolutely stunning. They blended absolutely like a dream. I have been a fan of Urban Decay for ever since I got into makeup and knew what they were. So I absolutely love this palette, and I will definitely be bringing it back out, because these colors, these deep berry, that is my wheelhouse. I love that. If you can pick this up and grab it on sale, I highly suggest it, because it is well worth it, especially if you can get it for what, 24 bucks. I think that's when they usually have it on sale. Or you can pick it up from, you know, resale site, Poshmark, Depop, I think it's called Mercari. Anyway, highly recommend it. You guys, I hope you consider subscribing. I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite Urban Decay palette is, if you have any, and if you don't, which ones you wish you did have. And always remember, be beautiful and be kind. Bye, guys.